What's up, Boxing Land? I'm here today to talk to you about Al Haymon, introduce you to him, and give you a little bit of info on how he's so influential and powerful with HBO and boxers. So here it goes. Guy grew up in Cleveland. He's a Harvard graduate. He had a brother named Bobby who boxed and had fought Sugar Ray Leonard. So that was his introduction to boxing. Really didn't get involved in boxing until about the year 2000, where he worked with Vernon Forrest. He comes from the live concert promotion industry. Very smart guy. Some even call him a genius. I'll read off some facts. While in college, he started promoting recording artists, which he financed that business through student loans. After college, he returned back to Cleveland and created 14 businesses, mostly to deal with different aspects of the live concert promotion. In 1992, he told USA Today that his business had grossed $60 million from concerts that year. And also a guy that Richard Schaefer had called basically the smartest man he's ever met. So, he has a roster of fighters from Paul Williams, Andre Berto, Gary Russell Jr., Adrian Broner, Josecito Lopez, Peter Quillen, Kid Chocolate, and now and also promotes boxing megastar Floyd Mayweather Jr., which is believed that Mayweather wouldn't be the star that he is today hadn't it been for Al Haymon. Floyd's even been quoted saying things like, had he had Al from the beginning, he would have been a billionaire probably by now. But, very smart guy, has huge influence with HBO and also with Showtime. He doesn't get his fighters, hung up in long-term contracts with promoters, and he basically dictates the terms. One thing you have to give the guy credit for, his fighters make a lot of money. I mean, you look at Andre Berto, he made a star out of that guy, and Berto can't draw 5,000 people to an arena in his hometown. So that tells you a lot about the power of Al Haymon. You look at examples with Berto, like, the guy made about $1.2 million for fighting a guy who was it, Hernandez, which we never heard of. He made a lot of money fighting a bunch of stiffs. So you got to give him credit for that. I think he also works with Chris Arreola. He's working with Hispanic fighters and he's working with black fighters. Interesting. He doesn't work with any white fighters. I'm not calling the guy a racist or saying that he doesn't want to work with white fighters. Just can't think of a white fighter that he works with. But he does his best for fighters, and and props to him too, because we got to be realistic. No one's taken care of black fighters before, and he seems to be doing it. So I give him props for that. Where I am critical of him is bullshit matchups. Like the circus act with Adrian Broner, not making weight, and then the fight, not knowing if the fight on HBO was on, and then it was on. But that was bad, and the fact that guys like Berto, and guys like Broner have been fighting a bunch of cab drivers. Berto stepped up in competition, and we saw what happened to him. He lost, to Victor Ortiz. And then Berto's supposed to fight Mosley, while Mosley still wasn't known to be washed up. And because of the whole Haiti incident, I think they overstretched that. They used that to get out of a fight with Mosley. But, it's always scary when a guy is behind the scenes that powerful, and the question we need to ask is, why is he so powerful with HBO? I mean, aside from the roster of fighters he has, what other business ventures or what other business interests does Al Haymon have that HBO needs, or he works in conjunction with HBO that he can yield so much power, with the execs and making fights with HBO? I mean, this guy seems like he has more power than Richard Schaefer, CEO of Golden Boy Promotion, and even that of Bob Arum, Top Rank. So that's a quick intro to him. I'm going to provide you guys a link below. You click that, you'll find out every piece of detail that there is to know about Al Haymon. As I learn more about him, I'll make another video. So stay tuned, Boxing Land. Thank you.